and y'all can go ahead and jump on and you start talking to each other, waiting on me to come in. I just love that, y'all. So right when I got on, there was already 50 people on. So that's nice. I can just start off talking. I just got home. I had to run up to Dollar General. It's Saturday, so I always like to go up there and use my $5 off coupon. I had to get some cat food, so I thought, well, I might as well buy it today and get $5 off my total. So I did that. And Tony was up here. He just had a little snack for dinner. We ate earlier today, so we didn't want anything tonight. And we ate leftovers. We had leftover Chinese from last night, so that's what we ate today, was the leftover Chinese. So we just ate a few nacho chips over there with some dip, just to have a little snacky snack. And he's just left to go back to the garage to close the garage up for the night. So he's worked all day out there on that greenhouse and the garden and trying to get some stuff done on that. Hello, everybody jumping on. I see a bunch of names. It's familiar. I love to see y'all get on here every night. It's Saturday night. I got my new washing machine today. I guess y'all seen that. I post all the videos. Most all videos are on Facebook. So the only ones that's on for sure on YouTube are the lives. But everything else is still on Facebook, and I've been posting throughout the day. But I washed 2 loads of clothes this morning, y'all. I love that machine. I was like, oh man, this is nice. So I'm gonna do one more load, I think, tonight. Got a little bit of dress clothes to do, so we're gonna do them up tonight. So I see everybody's comments just a flying by. Let's see what's people saying on here. Marie's on here from Winchester. All right, let me see here. Michael, bye. Somebody said, Michael said, so you bore others with your comments or with your videos? So he's gone. I love this. Right when I see the name, I don't know what moderators are on here tonight. I know Suzanne is at a conference tonight, so she's not on. I don't know if Star's on. I'm going to have to maybe pick some more to see who's on tonight. All right. Anyhow, let's see here what else is going on. Oh, Beverly Johns is on. Let me get you, Beverly, right here. I'm going to, oops. Oh, yeah, add as a moderator. There you go, Beverly. All right. I got Beverly on as a moderator. I know everybody, oh, Star is on here. Okay. All right, Star. Well, I seen some Michael come on here and said, so you bore everybody with your videos? Yeah, I don't know why people just can't keep their rude comments to themselves, but it just shows. What gets me, y'all, is your name is attached to your rude comment, so everybody knows what kind of person you are. I'm like, I would never go on somebody's page and just, I mean, I look at plenty of videos, and the minute I don't like something, boo, I X out of there, and I'm gone. Oh, let's see, Mary Hines said, I'm 93 and I'm on YouTube. Well, good for you, Mary. I know some people's haven't been able to get on. They changed phones and they had an old password and they're having problems like that. Now I understand that, and you can't help that sometimes. You can't remember your name or your password, or you had a different phone back then and you signed on and now you can't get back in, and that happens a lot of times. So I am trying to download them and put them on Facebook the next day. They'll be a day late, but most people watch the Fireside on replay anyways. Let's see, we are up to 600 on here tonight, y'all. I'm still shooting to try to get 1,000 on the live. And we'll get there. So let's see, Dixie's on here. I can always remember that name because my best friend growing up, her mom's name was Dixie. Let's see, Karen Lovelady's on here tonight. All right, I'll just try to see the comments, and as they come up, we usually just chat about whatever's been going on throughout the day. I told you in one of the little videos, Tony's oldest son, Matt, stopped by today because he was gonna pick up my old washer for me because he scraps stuff from time to time. So I said, well, I got a washer. If you want it, come by and get it. And that way I don't have to pay, I would have had to pay Lowe's $50 to take it off. So he said he'd come by and get it. So you don't get very much money for him, but at least he, let's see, I'm trying to read these comments. At least he got that done. But anyhow, while they were here, they got in the canoe and went down there on the pond. But by the time I got down there, they was already out. So they was trying out the, took Cohen in the canoe on the little pond down there. And they said there was a snake laying on the bank of the pond. I'm like, I walk that way every single day, and I really never see snakes. I don't think I've ever like seen one while I was walking. And y'all know I walk back and forth to that coop. That's an exercise I get throughout the day, is walking back and forth to that coop. So I see Dee Loudermilk's on here tonight. She's also moderating. So thank y'all for the moderators. Any kind of snide remark you see, or if it's foreign, if it's not English, then get rid of that. Because people come on there and we don't even know what they're saying. Oh no, Dee said Sad had to have her horse put down. She's had it 32 years. Oh my goodness. That's horrible. I know horses live a long time. That is a long time. Oh my gosh. Let's see, we got Diana is on here. Anna, so many names I recognize. Have you ever watched Good Will Hunting? No, I have never seen that. So, oh, somebody said they just came back from China and found out, ordered dog up in a restaurant. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Well, that reminds me, when I went to Israel, there was a buffet there, and they had like a carving station, right? So they were over there carving up this food on the buffet, and you know how they have that here, and it's usually like roast beef or something, you know. So I went over there, and I got some, and I ate it, and it was good. And then I was sitting there talking to somebody else at the table, and they said something about, I forget what kind of meat it was. They said, oh, did you get some of that such and such? I don't know if it was something like lamb or something that I'm not familiar with eating. You know, it definitely wasn't chicken or beef. And I said, oh, I didn't see that up there. And they said it's at that carving station. I said, what? I said, well, I ate some and it was good, but I ain't eating no more of it. I'm just funny like that, y'all. If the name is something that I'm not familiar with, I don't want to try it. I know I shouldn't be like that, but I've always been kind of a picky eater. I eat more today than I do. But let's see, Sue Montag said what she had today. A nice dinner out with the family for the grandson's 25th birthday. Oh, that sounds nice. Uh-oh. Margaret says, I eat lamb all the time. I love it. I have never, it's just a mind thing to me. I don't know I can't remember what this was. It was on this buffet. But it was something that was not beef or chicken. That's all I can remember. And I know I ate it, and I know it was good, and that's all I can remember about that. Oh. Let's see. Eric said one time he had goat milk. Pat Ferguson's on here tonight. God, I see all these names. Billy Mills is on here. So, Billy, I hope you're feeling better. Oh, maybe it was buffalo. No, it wasn't buffalo, because buffalo's something, you get here in the States. It was something like, I can't remember what it was, y'all, but it was something that I normally have not ate. And I don't think it was goat. I don't remember what it was, to tell you the truth, but like I said, I just had a very small piece because I was just tasting, stuff. But in Israel, I didn't eat a whole lot of stuff, y'all. That Mediterranean diet or whatever, everywhere we went, it was like a buffet because we was on a tour group, right? And so they had buffets set out. And I have a bunch of videos from my trip. That was before I started my page. So maybe one day I can go and find them because, like, Israel, you can't even go over there right now, I don't think, on tours. I think they've stopped kind of all tours until all this Gaza stuff gets settled. But even if it will ever. But anyhow, all the food and stuff was what they call Mediterranean style. They would bring you. They did have this bread that was like a round piece of bread and kind of like, it's almost like two-sided bread or something, and like a pita almost, something like that. And it was delicious. And most of the places was cooking it right then and put it in these ovens, like a pizza oven type thing. That stuff was good. I could have just lived on that bread. And then they'd give you all the oil and stuff to dip it into, but I wasn't much onto that stuff. And then, they had like, I don't know, like olives and just all kind of stuff like that. Mostly bread, and you dip stuff, and it was just a lot of different kind of foods like that I didn't eat a whole lot of that kind of stuff. And every buffet was about the same. They had tons of food. They had raw fish on every buffet. So y'all know me, I skipped all that stuff. Oh yeah, gyros usually do have lamb in them. Now I have friends that eat gyros all the time. But I don't know what kind of bread it was, but it was good. They didn't tell me no certain kind of name, but it was good bread, and I could, and it was warm a lot of time that they just would get it out of the oven. How is Tony's hand doing? I haven't looked at it today. I know the bandage, I put a bandage on last night and it was a little bloody today, so I'll probably doctor him up tonight. Yeah, they serve a lot of Greek food, and I don't know what all kind of, it was just like they would set all this stuff out on the table. Now, one time we did get to have, like, I think they called it St. Peter's fish or something, and it's the fish that they bring you to the table, and it was cooked, but it still had the head on it. So I think I did order that, and then I kind of like, covered up the head when it come to my table. I wanted to see what it was, and I like fish, and I could eat the fish. I just didn't want to look at the head, but I wanted to order it so I could get it on video. Because I was taking videos and putting it on my personal Facebook page back then. Somebody said, how do I like my new washer? I love it. I love that new washer. It's got a glass lid, y'all, and I put the Tide Pod in it, and then I could watch and see what happened to that Tide Pod. So that was fun. I did get to wash a couple loads this morning. All right, I see Star Childers is blocking somebody. Way to go, moderators. Get them people off here. We don't have too many on here, thankfully. Now, I don't know who Jack is saying hi, love, but I only have one love, and that's Tony. So, Jack, you might have to go if you're on here to cause trouble. Let's see. Faye said she just got on here. She's in Michigan. Uh-oh, they brought... Diane Bowyer got a new refrigerator today. Look at you. Let's see. Seven people, 740 people. Hot diggity dog, somebody said on here. Well, that's good. This is the live chat right now. All right, I don't know. Some of these people, if you got a weirdo name on here and you say anything out of the line, you're going. I just blocked somebody. I don't know. He said he's a PDF something. That's probably a pedophile. I don't know what he was. Oh, Lord. But I like that you can stop these comments. You just touch them. If the comments are scrolling by too fast for you, touch the screen, and then you can take your finger and roll them comments, and you can control the speed of them. And then when you catch up, you can let them go and scroll up some. But you can control how fast the comments are coming by for you. See, I'm all caught up right now. All right, let's go ahead and read our little devotion. We love these little devotion. This is from a little book called Our Daily Bread. And you can get your own copy at ourdailybread.org if you want to. All right. Y'all keep posting and tell me what you're doing. I'm going to go ahead and read this. Tonight it's coming from John chapter 6. You have the words of eternal life. My dad carried his beloved Bible for more than 30 years before the worn binding finally split in two. When he took it to a bookbinder for professional restoration, the craftsman was curious about what made the book so special. It wasn't an expensive antique, and its pages were full of handwritten notes. His questions about the Bible created an opportunity for my family to share the gospel and pray with him. Yes, the Bible is more than just a family heirloom or a nice decoration. Inside its pages are the words of eternal life, as God reveals himself to us through his Son. The opening chapter of the Gospel of John says that Jesus is the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. He's described as making his dwelling among us. The Bible contains not only an account of the life of Christ, but also all of God's activity throughout the ages from creation to its eventual redemption. During his time on earth, Jesus spoke words that were full of the Spirit and life. When he gave a difficult teaching and the crowds grumbled and many turned back and no longer followed him, his disciples chose to stay. They realized that no other words could satisfy. My dad felt the same way about his Bible. Through many mountains and valleys in his life, God provided hope, direction, comfort, and truth throughout the words of Scripture. What words have you allowed to shape your life, and what words from Scripture are inspiring you today? Dear God, as I read your Scriptures today, please open my ears to hear your voice. That's a great one today, isn't it? So a lot of y'all always posting prayer requests on here, and this is just a short little devotional we do. Oh, let's see. Debbie said they are in a hotel. Her husband is going through cancer treatments. Well, bless y'all's heart. Y'all pray for her husband. The church service tomorrow. Well, I'm going to have to see what we're going to do, y'all. I may do it on YouTube and then post it like we were doing the other stuff. Or I may do it on Facebook because I haven't told anybody yet. So tomorrow we may go ahead and do live from Facebook. I might do Facebook and YouTube. I might take two phones over there and just put them both up there and see what happens. Because I haven't told anybody about the church service, and I know a lot of people want to watch that church service live. I know a lot of them watch it in replay, but a lot like to see the live too. So I may do YouTube and Facebook. I have to see when I get over there tomorrow to see what my signal strength is on everything. So one way or the other, we're going to be putting it out there. And I think eventually we're going to be, because they're disappearing, if I go Facebook Live on Facebook, it's only going to keep it for 30 days and then it's going to disappear. So we might try to save it and then post it to our church's page. So always make sure you're following the church page. And that's the Cornerstone Free Will Baptist Church page. If you're following that, one way or the other, we're going to be posting it on that page also. So in case I'm ever out of town, that's the only opportunity you have to see it. If I'm not here, you have to go on the church's page to watch it. So I might try to tell the people on live tomorrow. It's hard for me to, I don't know if I can even put a link on there to the church's page. So I know a lot of people watch our church on replay, and then we have probably 100 to 300 people that try to watch us live when we're on there. And a lot of them don't get out, and they don't have their own church, so they've come to depend on that. That's like their little church that they come to each week. And I try to share things, the pastor, so y'all to get to know the people, so it can be like your own little church. We're just a real small church, y'all. We had less than 30 people usually. Cheryl Clark says she can't hear. I don't know if you can't hear tonight, Cheryl, or what, but I'm loud and clear here. Let's see, Debbie said her husband was 6 years cancer-free. Okay, so is it back or? Oh, you can't hear the church sermon very well. I'm going to have to try to get a microphone or something that goes to my phone, because I'm a little bit far away from the pulpit. So I don't know. The phone has to sit closer to the pulpit, but if it sits too close, then I can't see it. But we'll have to try something. Maybe I can sit it a little bit closer to the pulpit. Sometimes the pastor wears a tie mic, sometimes he don't. We're still working on that, y'all. We're kind of a little bit handicapped over there when it comes to electronics and stuff. But we'll try to do it. I might have to try. I know a lot of the people that do Facebook pages, they wear a little microphone. So we might have to get that, and whoever's preaching, tell them to put that little microphone on. But I'm not sure somebody said Miss Annie has a good one. I don't know what she has. If somebody could try to find out what she has, I'd appreciate that. But how is Miss Kitty and Tom? They are both fine. Miss Kitty was sleeping in the box out on the front porch last night. She hasn't went back in that house. So I don't know if she don't like that house, because she knows, I think that's what burned her stomach. But I'm not sure. But she hasn't been back in that house as far as I can tell. But I have a box out there with a lot of padding in it, and I made it to where they can crawl in a hole and get in there. And she was in there last night. So I opened the door and called for her, and that's where she came from. So I went ahead, because it was going to be cold last night. Now, she would have been warm in that box, but I went ahead and let her come on in the house last night. Okay, a lot of y'all are saying you can hear the pastor during the church service. He's not real loud anyways, but we'll just have to see, y'all. When I go back and play the replay, I can hear him talking. But we'll just have to see. We're going to keep on talking. Let's see. He wears a lapel mic. Yeah, our pastor has a mic, but it's for some reason, I need to actually tell him, when you get to preaching, you need to turn that mic up, because I think they think we have such a small building and a small congregation, everybody can hear without a mic. But I think they don't realize that I'm taping, and it's very hard to hear. But we're going to keep working on that, y'all. We're going to figure it all out, because I don't want y'all not to be able to hear it. When Tony preaches, Tony's a lot louder. He just has a louder. This one lady said he has a booming voice. Did we name Miss Kitty after Gunsmoke? No, Tony just said we got a Tomcat and a Miss Kitty. So that's how she got her name. He named both of them. What's the name of the church again? Our name is Cornerstone Free Will Baptist, and it's in Catlett, Virginia. And I'll have to post the link to that church page. Eventually, we'll get it on that page to kind of store it for historical purposes. So, all right, y'all. I posted a video. I got some gifts in the mail today or yesterday. I think they came. 2 of them, I don't know who sent them. One is a puzzle of some cats. One is a little mouse that you put a battery in it. It's for cats to play with. I don't know who sent those 2 things. I think the same person sent them, but I don't know. So if you did that, let me know. Comment. Always send me comments on or messages on Facebook. My cooking page on Facebook is the main place where I get messages. So a lot of people do not have that messenger, but I learn a lot of stuff from y'all. So I like to keep that messenger open. Try not to send me stuff that's not relevant, because I get so many messages on there, and half of them I just have to delete because I get so many. But if you have something relative, important, by all means send it to me. And if you got questions about your cookbook, I didn't get my cookbook, where is my cookbook, something like that, maybe give it a little while, give it a couple weeks. If you don't get your cookbook, then please let me know. All right, it's going to be good night for everybody. Thank you to the ones that were moderating tonight. It takes a village, y'all. So thanks for your help. Thanks for volunteering to be one. And good night. Don't forget to go order your teas. Today's Saturday. Ashley's down there filling teas tonight. So I don't know how. Always order early on Saturdays, because there's always a tendency the good flavors will sell out quick. So, all right. Good night, everybody. I see everybody saying good night. I did the devotions. You'll have to go back and watch the replay. All right. Good night, everybody.